Z, what were you trying to do with Franks defensively, and just what enabled him to have the night that he did?
I mean, we were switching his ball screen, so it wasn't like really a one-on-one matchup. I mean, he wasn't really doing too much one-on-one, but I mean, any mistakes, any space he got, he capitalized on it. He's an elite shooter, and I mean, we just got to do a better job with that. I take that personally, though. That was, yeah.
Did you guys try to make any sort of adjustments when you saw that he was really in a rhythm early?
Yeah, I mean, we miscommunicated on a couple of ball screens. He got some error on a couple inbounds plays that we just didn't show. I was trying to trail him. And, I mean, just like I said, just miscommunications, mistakes that we can't allow. And some of the things he did was just tough shots. I mean, you labeled him, but obviously keeping his numbers down probably would have helped us.
Yeah, but just sometimes it's just one of those nights where a guy gets a hot hand, and even when you do put a hand in his face, he's just gonna make it.
I think it was a mixture of a couple things. Like I said, a couple of his shots were contested, deep, and I mean, when the guy's hitting shots like that, those are the ones you can live with. But he got some easy stuff. He got some layups, got some transition stuff. Like I said, some inbound stuff, and those are the things we got to clean up.
Among your losses this season, where does this one rank?
No loss is a good loss to me. I've taken every loss very personally, but like I said, obviously we don't want to lose, especially with the momentum that we had coming into the game and the team we got coming in Saturday. But I mean, you can't win every game as much as I really want to, and we gotta focus on the next one.
But they'd only won 5 games. They lost 5 in a row, only won 1 conference game. That was at home against Cal.
Yeah.
Hadn't beaten anybody on the road. I mean, doesn't this one sting more, maybe just because of that?
I mean, yeah, it's gonna sting, but you got to realize the way the game of basketball works. Some teams like that see this as the Super Bowl to compare it to any sporting event. But like I said, they're gonna come in extremely ready to play, knowing that what we have at stake, knowing the circumstance, and knowing that this could be a highlight of their season. And it's up to us to stop that. And tonight we didn't do that.
Along those same lines, you think you overlooked Washington State? Washington coming in and on?
No, I don't think we overlooked them. I just think we didn't play well. Like I said, if you look at our shooting percentages, we didn't make shots by any means. Like I said, it's kind of tough when you dig yourself a hole like that, and you're playing catch up the entire game. So I mean, I've been in this situation, and I mean, like I said, it's a lot of stuff we could harp on and say that's the cause of why we played this way. But all in all, I mean, numbers don't lie. We didn't make shots. We didn't defend well enough, and it's pretty much on us.
Just struggles from the line, maybe like a domino effect from just not shooting well from the field.
I don't know. I guess it's possible, but I mean, we didn't shoot well. Just regardless, we didn't shoot well from the line. We didn't shoot well from 3. We didn't shoot well from 2, and we let them shoot a very high percentage, which is something that's unacceptable. That's personal, so we just didn't do our job.
This game is really similar to the Princeton loss in a lot of different ways. Is there some truth to the idea that a team can get too high or too up on themselves?
I think, like I said, it's very possible. In this instance, I don't know if that's what got us. I think we got some really good looks that we got some really open shots. Got some, like I said, free throws. We got some really good looks that just didn't fall for us tonight. And I mean, anybody who's played basketball at this level knows that there are games like that, and but that can't be the reason why you lose. You have to rely on your defense, and when both of those are going wrong, it's kind of hard to win games.
You mentioned the Princeton loss. I guess kind of similar to this one, where you guys had some momentum and then you lose, but then you guys battled back from that Princeton loss. You guys take that mindset after a loss like this and say, look, we've come back after a tough loss before, we can do it again, especially in this last stretch here of the conference play.
And I'll keep that in mind for sure in my speeches that I'll give my team from this point on. But I mean, it's basketball, man. You can't, like I said, you can't win every game. It's adversity. There's going to be peaks and valleys in the season. There's going to be tough games, and you can't let it break you. And that's pretty much the biggest thing that I'm trying to focus on. Is it's so easy to take a loss like this and kind of inherit the mentality of everybody around you as if this is the worst thing in the world. And although it appears that way right now, when we wake up in the morning, it's another day. And we got a really good team coming in on Saturday. And I'm very excited for that game and very excited to get back on the floor with my guys. So we just got to take it with a grain of salt, learn from it. And it's only a loss if you don't learn from it, in my opinion.
What does this team have to change from a preparation standpoint in order to avoid these kind of letdowns moving forward?
Like I said, I mean, there's really not too much of an excuse. I think we still practice hard. We did very similar drills that we've won many games with, and this week was different. Not to make any excuse, but this week was different. We had guys in and out of practice. Obviously, our status with Tayshawn Cherry. We had guys that just were in and out of practice. We didn't have full strength practices, which is no excuse. Next guy up, but like I said, we just gotta get back to the drawing board, continue doing what we're doing, continue believing, and I mean, make shots. Essentially, make shots, get stops.
What happened with your chin? Your chin?
Oh, caught an elbow at some point. I think it was Rob actually. Caught an elbow, and I tried to play through it, but I went to talk or communicate or something, and my teeth touched, and it just kind of sent like this really sharp shock wave through my brain or whatever. And I was like, well, I need to get this checked out, and come to find out it was split. Even I actually had to get stitched up at halftime. So that's the least of my worries tonight.
Bobby said that Remy had turned an ankle in practice on Saturday, and you had strep throat. Was those some of the things you were talking about?
Exactly, yeah. So I missed the practice, which doesn't happen. I'm pretty sure my guys were pretty much out of sync without me on the floor, because I mean that doesn't happen. I don't miss practices. And Remy, obviously, he turned his ankle, and we actually had a really good practice that day. He ended it with a turned ankle, and like I said, it's kind of a next guy up mentality. So I mean, you factor in all those guys being out. It's kind of hard to have really high level practices when your core guys are battling certain situations. And like I said, it was pretty much just a situation we had to get through, but no excuse for how we played tonight.
You guys good?
Yep.